Hello guys, welcome to AI Movies Review, and I'm here with the new thriller You Can't Stay Here, and this film is from director Todd Vero and focuses on a photographer Rick played by Guillermo Diaz, who's a gay man who keeps taking pictures of other gay men doing their thing in Central Park and finds upon a killer who's killing other gay men in the park, and some strange connection develops, and like that's a synopsis that they have like IMDb and whatever. This film is incredibly frustrating. I don't want to take anything away from it. It's a very low-budget film, and there's definitely some glaring things that make you realize it's very low-budget. Some of the sound mixing, it's very echoey and hollow, and it's just like trying to get past like those kinds of criticisms, because there's plenty of other criticisms here. I feel like this film never really comes together narratively, and it bounces around between so many things. There's so many random scenes and so many random characters in this film. For an hour and 45 minutes you're just randomly wandering around doing all these different things. Like, sure, some of the characters are really interesting, like there's this guy who has to be just like a regular dude from Central Park, and his raccoon that he thinks he's Twinkies. Oh my god, it's hilarious, but that's within the first 5 minutes of the movie, and you have so many scenes of like these sexual encounters going on, and it's like after a while like we get what's going on here, we get the gay men go in here and have sex with each other, we get it, and they're not even like particularly graphic in terms of nudity and stuff like that, but the camera work takes that away from you. But you know exactly what's going on, but there's just so many repetitive scenes of that, and then there's so many random encounters that happen with these random characters, and they spend so much time on those things and most of them never feel like they're adding a lot of meaning to the film. Sure, there's some. You have our main character Rick and his relationship with his mother who has dementia, and things are getting bad, and you see the homophobia rearing? You see elements of like this takes place in the 90s. AIDS is a thing. There's definitely a lot of those ideas floating around, those themes and messages. But the issue is it never really comes together, and this uses some of the laziest storytelling elements of like, let's have a horrific scene because it's a dream, and it's a dream over and over and over and over again, and by the time you get to the end of this film you just feel so drained. It's drawn out so much. It's just overbearing, and this film never really comes together narratively. It never has a satisfying conclusion to basically anything that goes on in this film, and because it's trying to mess with you way too hard. You never know exactly what is actually going on, and the voyeuristic elements are some cool camera work and stuff like that. But it never makes up for the fact that this film never delivers anything interesting and engaging enough to take you to the finish. It just feels like this really long, drawn-out, lazily getting through an hour and 45 minutes that's really hard to sit through, and in the end this really didn't deliver the thrills that it's trying to attempt to do. But those are my thoughts on You Can't Stay Here. Let me know what you think, and don't forget to subscribe my channel.